Hey everyone, Rachel from Autistic Lately here for another episode of Raw and Real. So I'm on my way home from the gym, this time filming, and I wanted to talk about burnout. That is a very real thing. So autistic burnout is a very interesting subject that I really need to learn more about. I think I've mentioned in previous episodes with you guys that I was in an abusive relationship for 11 years. I spent my entire 20s in a really bad place. And one thing was I was never allowed to rest. And I've really carried that forward. It can be useful because I have drive to push through to get things done, but it's to my detriment. And I don't know if any of you experience that. I know that it is a typical thing to experience autistic burnout, and I think pushing ourselves past a certain point probably makes it all the worse. So I had mentioned in a recent post that I was going to go out of town this last weekend. We were visiting my husband's family, and we actually had a really nice time on the way there. We stopped 2 hours away and went to this amazing place called the Seven Pillars. It was this beautiful nature preserve with a river and these really unique rock formations, and there was almost nobody there, and it was just very nice and peaceful. I've been having a really hard time at work, so it was really good. We recently went through this whole thing last week where there was this potential opportunity to go back to an old job of mine and move, and it really had me in this emotional upheaval. You know, we literally just got settled, and if we move, we have to move my mom too, and it was like this whole stressful, crazy week deliberating. It ended up that we're not going to do it. Right now we're just going to stay put, which was a relief, even though I would have enjoyed going back to the old position as compared to the new. Where I'm at right now is a hot mess. So anyway, we stopped at this nature preserve, which was really nice, but then we went to my husband's kid's house in Illinois, and I didn't know, but when we got there, they had all this company. They have 2 large dogs, and they have 3 kids that are younger. So we get there and we walk into this mass chaos, right? All the company, they're from another country, so they have different culture, and they all want to, hug as a greeting, even though we've never met before. And, the kids are running around screaming, and the dogs are barking, and I have strangers hugging me, and that's what I walked into. And it was crazy. It calmed down a little bit. The kids went to play, and we kind of sat down and visited. It was a little bit stressful, just trying to make small talk with strangers, which is just horrible. So there was sensory explosion experience like the entire trip, basically. There were moments of calm, and I took my laptop with me. I am diligently working on launching my website. I will let you know when it's ready. Blog, I have products that I'm going to be listing in my store online. I have another shop on Etsy in another niche, and I'm going to carry that concept over to my passion for neurodivergence, and I've got some amazing ideas. I'm really excited to get it out. And I've spent the last couple years working on trying to make an employment change and start my own business, and I'm taking everything that I've learned over the last 2 years and channeling it into this. So I'm really hoping to build an amazing resource for people, because getting involved with neurodivergence, finding out I'm neurodivergent, discovering the lack of awareness of what this looks like in adults, and lack of support, and just, I was completely ignorant. I had no idea. So anyway, I really just have this passion and this drive to serve, the autistic community at large. And so I'm really excited about it, but I only have so much time in the day. I'm working full time and I have a family, and so there's that. Look at me. The only time I can film this type of episode is when I'm driving on my way home from the gym or on my way to the gym, because I need to exercise. So there's that. But anyway, I'm super excited about it, which I think is kind of dangerous because I am so tired, you guys. Last week was just horrendously awful with this whole emotional upheaval. It was so nerve-wracking. I literally did not hardly sleep at all for like 3 days. I was up in the night for hours at a time, my brain just going. And I haven't had that problem for a while, ever since I got a prescription for anxiety, which is actually really good. Message me if you want to know more about that. But anyway, I came into this week just on this kind of adrenaline whiplash from all that, and then this trip, which was very, very, very exhausting to my senses, and coming straight back to work. I came home, unpacked, did the laundry, took care of the cats, and got things ready for today, and did all these things. And I worked all night basically, and then it was time to go to sleep. So here we are. And burnout is not something that you can just snap out of. So I feel like I'm right on the edge here, and I need to just step back a little bit. It's really, really hard for me to do. This is like a special interest of mine, so I love it, doing this and creating, and I have this vision and I want to see it through, and I'm so impatient, and I just want it to be, this alive and thriving thing right now. And right now I'm just in the very early stages of building, and it's extremely hard for me to just relax and enjoy the journey. I don't know how I enjoy the journey when all I'm doing is striving to push things forward. And where do we draw the line, I guess, between drive and passion to have something come into existence, and insanity to our own detriment, where it's to the point of unhealthy. I'm sorry for the camera, you guys. Anyway, I'm driving through a construction zone, and it's a bumpy ride. Anyway, yes. So where do we draw that line, I think these are worthwhile questions to ask. And when we know we are getting close to burnout, how do we make ourselves step back and take care of ourselves before we get to that point? I feel like I'm kind of already there because I'm so incredibly tired. And today I caught myself at work so many times just responding automatically to people that were talking to me, and I didn't hear a word they said. That's not good, because if there's something I need to be following through with on any of these conversations, I wouldn't have any idea what it is. It's not good at all. So yeah, I'd love to hear about your stories of burnout and how you avoid it, and how do we temper our drive and passion for something where we have this fire and we don't know how to temper that flame. What do you guys think about all this? Do you have the same propensity where you have this drive with your special interests to see something through to the point of your own detriment, where you experience burnout? I'm really curious about that, and I don't know how much of my personal past is carried forward or whether this is a typical trait among neurodivergent people. So I'd love to hear your stories about this, and any tips that you have regarding burnout and self-care and things of that nature would be really helpful to me as a fellow neurodivergent that is fresh on this journey. So anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble, and I look forward to your comments. And I'll be getting a full-length video up soon. I have a really good idea on what I'm going to be doing next. So stay tuned for that, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.